In this presentation, we'd like to show you how you can track post-edits as well as error annotations of machine translations in a project that is done with the help of SDL WorldServer, SDL Trados Studio and the Dynamic Quality Framework by Talz. After we have first created a customer who is configured to use the MT in DQF workflow, we create a new project with the name eTAG-Test. Here we have to choose the customer and the respective project type which uses our MT DQF workflow. In the next step of project creation, we choose the locals, which are German and English in our example. Next, we choose the text to translate, which is a Microsoft Word file with just a few lines of text in our case. After project creation, we have a look at the workflow steps the project went through so far. In the Workflow tab we can see that the text has been segmented and that machine translation has been applied. The current workflow step the project is in is called Complete DQF Project Creation Form. In this step, the user fills in data that is used to create a new DQF project via the Talz API. In order to do so, we have to switch to the legacy version of the project view and select our project. After clicking the button Complete, the DQF project creation form appears. In the creation form, we have to choose the required quality level for the project out of the options High Quality and Good Enough. In the process selection field, we define which kind of translation data is used in the project. In our case, this is machine translation and post-edited MT. Human translation and translation memory are additional data translation sources here. Also, we have to choose a content type and a sector specifying our project. Of course, selections can be saved in templates to be used with other projects later. With a click on Submit, the workflow transitions to the next step, which creates a new DQF project via the Talz API based on the submitted form values. Another look at the workflow steps confirms that we are now ready for post-editing, indicated by the human workflow step Translate. Checking the task history, we can see that machine translation as well as the other workflow steps have been applied without errors, and we are now ready to export our project for post-editing. The project is exported as a WorldServer translation kit and is imported in Trados Studio 2017. After the project has been imported, it has to be added as a DQF project in order to receive the project creation data submitted via the DQF project creation form. After the DQF project configuration has been received, we can start to post-edit the segments, which is done here in a fast-forward fashion. In this example, we post-edit 4 of the segments and leave the other segments as raw MT output. Since all post-edits have been applied to our project, it is ready to be returned to SDL WorldServer, which is done by a click on the button Create Return Package. After the import of the return package and completion of the Translate respectively post-edit workflow step in SDL WorldServer, we have a look at the current workflow step the project is in. Here it shows that we are in the step Complete DQF Review Form, which is also indicated by a light bulb in our predefined DQF workflow. In order to fill in the review form, we have to confirm the step with a click on Complete. In the review form, you have to choose between three review types: correction, which involves just a correction of the post-edited segment, and error annotation, which provides you with detailed error types, which can be assigned to whole segments or even words. The combined review type C allows for an error annotation and a correction by the reviewer. Here we choose option B. In order to review our post-edited MC segments, we choose the error types accuracy, fluency, and terminology. To be more precise with our error annotations, we further select a couple of common subtypes like omission errors, mistranslations, spelling, and grammar errors. Next, we have to define penalty points for the different severity levels each error has to be assigned to. Last, we have to give a threshold of error points which decides if the project has passed the review or not. After finishing the review form, we have to export the project for re-import in SDL Studio. While the project is imported, we have a look at the Talz Quality dashboard, where we can see some statistics on the applied post-edits we have done in the translation step. Besides the overall productivity, we see information on edit time, as well as individual segment statistics, which help us to measure the effort that has to be put in post-editing the MT pre-translation. Back in Studio, we are ready to annotate the translation with our customized error set. Remember that errors can be assigned to whole segments and single words as well, and that each error has to be ranked with one of 4 severity levels. After finishing the review, the data is sent to the DQF dashboard immediately, and again we export our project for finalization in SDL WorldServer. Another look at the DQF dashboard confirms that our error annotations have been received and can be evaluated by the project manager. To make sense of the data, he can apply a couple of filters that show the distribution of errors in the project. Back in WorldServer, we import the return package and complete the review step. The workflow is in its final step and the project is finished. Thank you for watching, and have a look at our other demonstrations if you like. If you have questions, don't hesitate to contact us.